Hello everyone, welcome to Aquarian Goddess. My name is Jennifer, coming at you with some sparkle effects yet again because it is magical and I like it. And so hopefully you enjoy it too. So today I'm coming to you with another topic from our Power of You 30-day live video series. And today I would like to talk about the power of our connection to the cycles of nature and to the earth and the universe in a physical way. This is something that I think is just, to me, the epitome of what makes life magical and mysterious is our connection to nature as beings of energy and physical beings who are a part of all of these cycles. So I wanted to share a couple of things that I think are just beautiful. So one thing is that when we connect ourselves to the cycles of nature in any way, it's like it brings our bodies and our personal lives in tune with the universal plan so much more strongly, in my experience. And there are a couple of ways that I've done this. One very simple way is through working with the cycles of the moon. And if you are already a little bit of a moon goddess, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But one of the simplest ways to bring yourself into alignment with the cycles of nature on an energetic level is to bring your sense of ritual into those cycles. And this could be something as simple as the way that you set your intentions for yourself for the month. This is also an incredibly practical thing to do for organizing your life. I, of course, am a big fan of anything that has to do with bringing magic into your everyday living, because that is how we ground these energies and make them a part of our normal everyday life, while at the same time making our normal everyday life a lot more interesting and a lot more fun and a lot more powerful as well. So different people say different things, but personally, I feel that you should go with your intuition when it comes to what time during the month you want to set your intentions. Now, you may want to go with a calendar method if you like numbers more, and that's totally fine. This might not be your vibe. But if you want to work with the moon, I think it's incredibly powerful to choose either the new moon or the full moon to set your intentions. And a lot of people like to start with the new moon because it's all about beginnings and tapping into that infinite potential and bringing that into your time where you're setting your goals and getting ready to move with that energy that is building for the month as more light starts shining every day as the moon grows fuller and fuller, reflecting the light of the sun onto us at night. And sometimes people like to do it the other way, where they say, hey, when the moon is already just right at that peak, that's when there's the most energy happening, and that's when I want to just put everything right there. And, you know, if that's what you feel, then trust that. Whatever whatever you feel is right for you. For me, honestly, it fluctuates. I don't go by, the strict rules that people put on things like this. I don't believe that there's a one-size-fits-all approach to life. We are all so unique, and every single one of us has a completely divinely organized path that will move us in a direction that no one else can see as clearly as we can. And so we need to trust ourselves when we get a feeling, no matter how subtle, no matter how much we might want to question it with our logic. If it's about something as simple as when you want to set your goals every month, don't worry about it. Any day is a beginning for you. And choose the day that feels right. So what I like to do is, during that time, I will take my notebook and I will rip some very special little pieces of paper off of it, and I will write down what it is that I'm looking to manifest in my life. I'll feel into it intuitively. I'll sit quietly and feel, what is it that is right for me to be creating in this coming month. And I'll sit down and I'll write those on individual pieces of paper. And I have a special, what I call my manifestation box. And I place these pieces of paper inside of the box. And I put that inside of a crystal grid. And I send energy into that as often as I can. I try to do it every night if I can. And then at the end of the month, or when I'm feeling guided, occasionally I'll feel guided to leave some intentions in there for longer. Sometimes I'll leave them in there for a month and a half. Sometimes I'll leave them in there for less than a month. And then I'll take those and I'll put them in my hand and carry them outside under the next full or new moon, whenever it feels right. And I will trustingly release those to the universe by fire. i.e., I'll usually burn them in the driveway, but it's a very special and ceremonious moment for me. And so along with that, just to keep it a grounded, practical thing, you want these to be things that you have the power to participate in. Sure, put a couple of lofty, magical things in there, and I have written on the inside of my manifestation box that everything written within this box happens and manifests in accordance with the highest good of all. And it's, and I put on there that, if this ends up being something that is not exactly right, that something better manifests. So you're really leaving yourself that kind of universe wiggle room, so that if there's something that you can't see that might actually be a better path for you as you grow and evolve and new doors open for you, you kind of built yourself that mechanism there to allow that to enter your life energetically and through your subconscious. We've got to remember that all of these things we do energetically, they have a direct effect on our subconscious mind and what we allow into our lives on that psychological level. It's going to change what opportunities we perceive and what things we immediately block out without even realizing that it could benefit us. And so this is really huge, of course. And then the other thing to make this a really grounded process is to, while you're doing that, have a page where you write these same things down for you to see. Just have that list there and see how you can break those down into actionable goals that you can work on each week throughout the coming month, so that you can play a part, an active part in making these things happen. And that's what a lot of the time isn't mentioned enough in typical law of attraction teachings and things like that. People don't talk enough about your participation and who you're becoming along the journey of manifesting the life that you choose. And so that is one of the best ways I find to work with the cycles of the moon. And it can be honestly so simple to get yourself in tune with the energies of nature, and you'll feel a difference. You'll notice that things start to sync up more, that you start to have an increase in your just in your intuitive capacity, because the universe is able to reach you more easily and communicate with you more easily when you're in tune with the natural world around you, and not just with all of our little societal constructs that are often quite disconnected. So that is one simple way, and I could honestly share so much on this topic, but I want to keep this somewhat brief today. I'll definitely talk more about this in future videos and posts on my blog, so, definitely keep an eye out and follow me if you haven't already, so that we can keep in touch. But yes, so that is what I wanted to share with you today. And if you would like to work with me to help develop your intuitive gifts and ground them in the world so that you can live a stable, fulfilling life as the goddess that you were born to be, in alignment with your own truth, please send me a message. I would absolutely love to hear from you, and it would be an honor to serve you. So thank you so much for coming to this live video, and may you have the most beautiful and inspired day. Be well.